if I don't get strength, go do video. Because I don't want the girl say I just day out. I don't really dey do anything. I want to say I be hardworking man. Say I get energy. I go do am. I go go complete my task. Omo, come and look and say, see, imagine life. Get where they give me energy before. She no come dey my side again. So yeah, I got to sing stamina. Can be my stamina. Can be my stamina. Can be my stamina. My superstar.
Baby, when I call you, can't read it when I call to.
What's going on, guys? Your boy Papi Ojo. Papi Ojo, my Jojo, yo. And today I'm gonna be giving you guys a story time behind the inspiration behind my new single called Stamina. I recently went to an interview, right? And somebody had asked me about like, yo, like what inspires stamina? And out of like, do I even want to use the word shyness or embarrassment? Like I lied and said like, yo, me and my guy just linked up and the song just came naturally. But that actually wasn't what really inspired stamina, right? So stamina is actually like a true story of a supposedly love triangle. Because it's not real, it's supposedly like from the girl I was trying to date. A misconception. There was a particular day where me and one of my producers, we were on our way to a session, and while we were driving out the estate, you know how you're driving out the estate, right? We picked these two girls walking down, right? Really, really beautiful girl, man. I'm telling you, the girl was so beautiful. And as a guy, man, what did I do? I stopped. I parked the car, quickly ran out my car. You understand? I approached the girl, and you have to understand something about Nigerian girls, right? Nigerian girls is not the kind of girls you just approach anyhow. Like they will really shank you. Like if you approach them anyhow, they will shank you. And that's something I've always been scared of. So like I kind of have a hard time approaching women outside in Nigerian market space or anything like that because I don't want to lose my steez. You know, but on this particular day, I don't know, man. I just had the confidence. So like I approached the girl. I got her number. Like, hey, what's going on? My name is Papi Ojo. She says her name, which I'm not gonna disclose because you already know. But and I got her number, right? On that same day, you have to understand, like, Nigerian women are just they're so peculiar, and the way like you have to communicate with them, you understand, the way you talk to them, you have to really know what you're saying. Immediately, I'm feeling. I can't lie, I'm feeling because this girl look good. I'm texting her, hey, what's up? How you doing? Blase blase. And as we're texting, I'm starting to notice that like me and this girl's dynamic, the way we're texting each other, like this thing seems way too like seamless. It seems way too smooth. Like the connection is way too like it's flowing, right? I'm like, yo, so where do you stay? She said she stays in this estate. I'm like, yo, I stay in the estate too. I'm like, I would like to see you, right? And I was like, I would like to see you today when I'm back. And you know, she agreed. She's like, yeah, we can see. So I'm like, yo, let's just take a stroll down the estate. Let's talk, get to know each other. And she was like, yeah, fine. So we linked up in the estate, you know, and when we linked, it was smooth, yo. We're talking, conversation is great, like, and it was just like, I just knew that like, yo, like, I really like this girl and I would like to take this girl serious, right? But we ended up not working because she felt like she was in a love triangle due to the fact that I had a neighbor who I was really close with, you know, and I tried to like make her understand that there was nothing going on between me and her, but she just couldn't believe it, you know. There was a time when me, my neighbor, and my videographer was coming back from a video shoot, and we saw my shorty at that time in the estates walking home. So naturally, as a guy, I honked at her and I picked her up. She got into the car, and then she greeted all of us. She greeted me, greeted Black Crab, and then greeted my neighbor. But when she greeted my neighbor, I guess my neighbor didn't hear it. Either she heard it or she didn't hear it. My neighbor did not respond, right? Because my neighbor did not respond, this then made the girl I was talking to feel like, so there's something really going on because why would she not respond? So when I dropped Black Crab, I dropped my neighbor off. I went to go drop this girl. When I got out the car, she was like, yeah, this can't work out between me and you because look what just happened. I greeted your neighbor and she didn't respond. So definitely my intuition is right. There's something going on between both of you, and we can't work out. And it really, really hurt me, yo, because I really, really like the girl, and I wanted us to really go far. But it was until we broke up that I realized that, man, this girl used to give me a lot of stamina, man. She used to give me a lot of stamina. So fast forward to earlier this year when I recorded Stamina and I saw her birthday pictures and stuff like that. Subconsciously, when my producer pulled up on me and was trying to record, she was on my mind, and that's how Stamina came about. So yeah, Stamina.
Stamina. Can't be my stamina. Can't be my stamina.
Her birthday is January 12th, right? Which was like 10 days before I recorded Stamina. She posted her birthday pictures. Mind you, we haven't spoke like after we broke up, like, or after we like went our separate ways, we kept in contact, but it's obviously not gonna be the same. Like time is gone, whatever the case may be. So like she's no longer in my mind, even though like sometimes like I think of her, like she just randomly pop up in my head and I was just like, damn, what could have been, right? On this particular day, like she posted her birthday pictures and oh my god, this girl was looking amazing. She was looking so hot, like she was looking so fine, like the girl was looking complete, she was looking complete. So like from the day she posted her picture on that January 12th, January 13th, January 14th, right? January 14th, I texted her like happy birthday because like I didn't know how to feel about like reaching out for her birthday and like wishing her happy birthday, so I didn't. So like 2 days later, after like just like contemplating and looking at the pictures for like 48 hours, I eventually tell her happy birthday, right? But throughout that whole week leading up to when I recorded Stamina, she was heavily on my mind. I'll just go back on her TikTok, look at the pictures, and just kind of like just reminisce on the time we had, right? So I eventually like contacted one of my producer, Talent Pro, to pull up on me, and like I wasn't necessarily gonna write a song about her. I just wanted to write a song because me and the guy has been planning to link up and make a song for a while. It just never happened, but like this just happened to be a particular time where everything just fell in place and we could link up. So we finally linked up, right? Now he's going through beats, so I'm in the house. The Talent Pro is in the house. Sound Dealer, who's the feature on the song, is in the house. I have my friend Fed in the house. So we're just in the house. Talent Pro is going through different like beats. As he's going through different beats, like like I'm not really liking the beats, and then he finally played the song, the beat that we have Stamina, that we're saying Stamina on. Right? While he was going through the beats, in my mind, like subconsciously, I'm low-key thinking about this girl, like, yo, like, damn, I kind of miss her. Like, like, so he plays this beat, right? And then boom, it connected. So the first time I'm like, yo, Stamina. Can't be my stamina. Can't be my stamina. Can't be my stamina. My superstar. Because I'm like, yo, like, during that time when I was like with this girl, she really did give me like a reason to, apart from like me hustling myself, she gave me a reason to really, really, really want to like chase this bag. And the thought of taking care of her and the thought of just like being with her and the thought of just like making sure she had nothing to worry about, like gave me a whole lot of stamina to kind of push through the Nigerian struggles, push through whatever headache I was gonna have in regards to like content creation in Nigeria or whatever like impediments was gonna happen in my day to day. Just the thought of just like providing for her and being the man of her dreams gave me so much stamina. So like that was literally what inspired Stamina. The thought of her and the thought of like just whatever that relationship arc gave me was what inspired Stamina. So yeah, I was embarrassed to say this story because I didn't want to give nobody the credit of like of this song, but shout outs to the girl, man. Shout outs to you being in my life. Without you, I wouldn't have made the song Stamina. So yeah, story time, and that's how Stamina was made. And the craziest thing about it is like Sound Dealer, which is the feature, his verse on the song was so on point to like the storyline between me and this girl that like I was just like, it's definitely meant to be, because like he don't even know the story about like me and Shorty, right? But Bazooka Lomo, in the bedroom, my Lomo. Would you tell me when you want some more? Being engaging at the fire, Lord. You understand? Like,
sexy gangsta girl, them boko. Wanna get just got to show some love. Yes, I got to show some love. I take you personal. Shipping up because you special. Baby girl, you're my superstar.